Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to a new video. Now this topic is going to be an interesting one, so grab some popcorn, sit back and watch this go down. I've been getting emails left, right and center about this particular topic because apparently everyone wants to hear what I have to say about it. And you know what guys, I'm more than happy to provide. Full disclosure, I do love Microsoft. I use their products all the time. I don't use any Apple computers or anything like that. I actually don't like Apple at all. I've made that clear in the past. So if everyone wants to say it's because I don't like Microsoft, I'm saying this, it's not true. I use Microsoft's product all the time, and that's the only products I've ever used ever since I remember touching a computer. So now that that's out of the way, let's move on to the Surface laptop and Windows 10S. You guys want me to talk about it, so I'm going to break this up into two pieces. Let's start with Windows 10S. Right. Before we do anything, Windows 10S is supposed to be, in theory, a really good idea. In theory, what it does is it's supposed to be a Chromebook competitor. So what happens is Microsoft's limited the amount of programs / apps you can download only from the App Store, which is a good move. It's a great move. I know where Microsoft's going, but in saying that, let's keep in mind Microsoft did try this before with Windows RT, and all that did was confuse the hell out of every consumer that ever existed, and people had no idea what they were buying or what they were doing, and that just went crashing right down. So that was a disaster. Moving along, let's go back to the second topic of Windows 10S. It's a Chromebook competitor, which is great. Now, I know what Microsoft's thinking. Hey, let's do what Google did and do Chromebooks because everyone's using them for education and Google seems to be making money out of it, so let's start it, which is fine again. However, Chromebooks are optimized really well. Google's done a solid job optimizing Chrome OS because it's just incredible. It runs on a $200 machine, top notch. It doesn't lag, gives you 15 hours of battery life. They're insane. Holy crap. And they're only $200. Microsoft's answer apparently to this is to make a computer that in Australia, the lowest model you can get in Australia is $1,500. Microsoft, guys, come on. What? No. Chromebooks work because, again, Google has optimized the software. Microsoft hasn't quite done that. Microsoft's Windows OS won't work on terrible hardware. It will just lag and break, and it's just it's terrible, guys. If you just walk into any of your closest shop and just pick up the little HP Streams, for example, there's little tiny blue laptops, guys, they're terrible. Microsoft, your OS isn't going to work. It's not going to work on hardware because it's not optimized. What Microsoft needs to do is go out and buy a $200 laptop. Those crappy old laptops. Get Windows 10 and improve it so it works well on that hardware. And once they can figure out how to make it run smoothly and run well on poor hardware, that's when they go and get an i5 and i7 and shove it onto it, because that's when it will work and people will see magic in Windows. Until Microsoft somehow figures out how to do that, it's just not going to work. It just isn't going to work. But unfortunately, they don't quite get that just yet, so we're going to have to leave that alone for now. Let's go back into the second part of this, which is the laptop itself. Guys, it looks gorgeous. It really is. Like any other Surface thing they've made, it's literally gorgeous. It looks amazing. I haven't seen it and I don't know, but since you guys want this video, I'm going to tell you. But from what I've read, it looks like it feels great. It's nice. It's super thin. It's insane. I am going to get my hands on and make videos left, right, and center about it, trust me. But for the meantime, we're just going to have to go off what I have in front of me. Guys, it looks great. Pricing-wise, it's a little steep. And again, it only comes with Windows 10S. And I know you can upgrade to Windows Pro, but that's more money, which you shouldn't be paying on a $1,500 base laptop with 4 gigs of RAM and an i5. I'm just putting it out there, Microsoft. Really. I know you guys want money, but just take it down a notch. To get an i7 with 16 gigs of RAM and a 512 gig SSD, which is what my current Dell XPS has, Microsoft is charging $3,300, and it doesn't even come with Windows 10 Pro. It only lets you download stuff off their store, which again is not good. And guys, Microsoft, honestly, why doesn't it have a USB-C port on it? I don't know. Honestly, I feel like this is another one of those things where, they could have done so well. Everything was just right. And then they just go and ruin it with, the tiniest things. Guys, a tiny thing like USB-C. You guys need to make this future-proof. If it's targeted at, the whole time Microsoft's going about, students and targeting at students, guys, make a future-proof. Just put a USB-C port there. It's not that expensive to do. But apart from that, guys, it looks good. This is reminding me of some Microsoft, the Surface Studio. This is some top-notch stuff, and the screen looks great as well. I mean, it's not 4K. That's the other problem, guys. 4K. Why isn't that screen 4K when they're charging $3.5 grand for a laptop? But you know what? I'm not going to judge it completely. I'm going to wait till I actually get it in my hands and try it. But because you guys wanted something out there, I'm giving it to you. Guys, it looks great. It's going to be great because it's the Surface. Surface products are great. But there is, of course, that little catch that they haven't quite thought of this product properly. But we're going to reserve all judgment to when it's out. Till then, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the like on the video. Comment down below what you actually think of this. And make sure you subscribe. And I'll get back to you guys on another video soon.